Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations. It's what we do at Intel, powering you to master your potential. Intel, unleash your brilliance.
I was totally muted! It happens like every time. Every time I cast something, I forget to turn the mic off from mute because I don't want the mic and the pre-roll thing moving on. That must have been confusing. Like, you guys were just seeing, like... I mean, I am so sorry. That's... that's the worst, you guys. That is the worst. Alright. How is everyone doing? I thought you guys were just a strong silent type. I didn't know that you couldn't actually hear shit because my mic was muted. Okay. It looks like the main stream is starting now. We're gonna go ahead. Quickly mute this background music. Put this up. 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 Here we go. There we go. And we're just gonna do the event now. I'm sorry. How is everyone's day? My day's been going pretty fine so far, to be honest. This is kind of weird. It's not like I'm hosting it. It's like I'm watching it and commentating and casting over it. There we go. I don't speak Korean, so my utility right now is very limited, but we're watching some StarCraft, folks. We're having a good time. This is our life. Is that TY? Oh, that's totally TY. 야, TY, so cute on stage.
경기 펼쳐지게 되는데 이 선수들이 와서 이 무대 결승전을 치러요. 소감 말씀해 주시죠.
네, 정말 오랜만에 이 부산에 내려와서 지스타를 통해 이렇게 또 스타크래프트 경기를 조경이 되는데 정말 오랜만이라서 정말 잠을 못 잤어요. 너무 기대했던 오늘입니다.
그렇죠. 예, 정말 많은 분들이 오실 수 있는 멕시코 지스타에서 결승전이 펼쳐지니까 느낌이 좀 색다르지 않으세요?
제가 선수도 하고 있지만 결승전 때만큼 너무나도 떨리고 많은 선수들 앞에서 또 해설을 한다는 게 처음이라 긴장이 굉장히 많이 됩니다.
네. 긴장이 되면 이제 해설력으로 많은 분들이 감동을 주셔야죠.
그렇죠. 아무래도 선수인 만큼 조금 더 전문적인 해설을 오늘 보여드릴 수 있도록 열심히 하겠습니다.
자, 알겠습니다. 이제 오늘 경기 펼칠 주인공들 기다리고 있습니다. 스타트의 명가, 강력한 우승 후보 진에어 그리밍스 선수를 구성된 진에어 불러보겠습니다.
Woo! Do whatever just happened.
대망의 결승전 대결 이제 오늘 주인공들이 이제 무대로 등장하는 시간이 됐거든요. 진에어 선수들이 이제 곧 이 무대로 등장을 하겠습니다.
Oh, here they come! Here they come! Okay, here's team number one. That was like Jin-Air. That's team Jin-Air something.
거기에 장현우
Yeah,
선수까지
Jin-Air Yo. And that's Maru, Pure, and Creator. So Maru, Pure,
부산에
Creator.
찾아줬습니다. 다시 한번 선수들에게
I don't know why you're
뜨거운
pointing it. That doesn't do anything for you guys.
부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이에 맞서는
That's very cool.
또 다른 우승 후보가 기다리고
I like the
있습니다.
jackets. Looks very
부산
stylish.
출신 선수들로 구성된
You know what I always kind
부산이
of wanted?
홈그라운드인
I always wanted like that
부산
StarCraft 2
사나이팀을
like
여러분
reality
뜨거운
show.
박수로 모셔보겠습니다.
It would be so good. Like, wouldn't you guys just watch the hell out of that?
어윤수,
I mean, to be fair,
정명훈, 박수
StarCraft
부산
players
출신
are
선수들을
notorious for
구성했고
stirring up
이
drama and
무대에서
smack
역대급의
talk
경기력을 보여주면서
and, you know, you stole my man!
이 선수들이
sort of shit, but
지스타 이
I would
멕시코
still
특설
watch
무대에서
it.
경기를
I think
펼치게
it'd be
되는데요. 시작하기 전에 선수들과 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 부산이 홈그라운드인 정명훈 선수. 이 부산에서 많은 팬분들 앞에서 경기를 펼치게 되는데요. 오늘 심정이 좀 남다를 것 같아요. 어떠세요?
네, 일단 고향에서 게임을 할 기회가 많진 않았는데 스타트는 거의 처음 하는 것 같거든요. 그래서
There we go.
굉장히 의미가 있고
I'm
오늘
really bad at
좋은 경기
recognizing
하고
these players.
싶습니다.
Let me see. That is.
올킬을 했잖아요.
Did I
정명훈
close
선수가요.
Discord like an
이
idiot? I
멸망전에서
did. Sorry.
그래
I
박수
feel
선수도
bad.
그런 모습 보여줬고 자
That's
그렇다면
fantasy.
오늘 이
That's
자리에서
fantasy. Okay.
부산에서 펼쳐진
Cool,
경기인데
that's fantasy.
뭐 상대가 좀 쟁쟁하긴
Okay,
해요.
cool. So quickly,
그래도
players
오늘
from
경기
left to right.
지금까지 보여준
On the far
경기력이랑
left,
충분히
that looks
또
like
승리를 따르지 않을까 그런 생각도 해볼 것 같은데
Creator,
어떠세요?
right? Yeah, so
일단은
it's
저희 팀
Creator.
선수들이 모두 올킬한
Maru.
경험이 있어가지고
네.
누가 나가도 올킬할 수 있다 생각이 있고요.
네.
And then
네,
Cure.
일단 오늘은 제가
Because
선봉이 아니기
Creator,
때문에
Creator, Maru,
저한테
Cure.
기회가 오진
Then
않을 것
this
같고
is
제 앞에서 다 끝내줄 것 같습니다.
Fantasy. Fantasy.
네.
And then
자
Sue
그러면요.
and then
자 이마서
DRG.
진해우의 김덕 선수의 이야기를
So I think
들어봐야죠.
that's the order
지난
of the players from left to
경기에서
right.
장현우 선수가 마지막에 승리를 따내면서 부산 사나이팀
Yeah.
한번 꺾었잖아요. 이제
Season
결승전
3 BJ
경기예요.
Destruction.
상금이 걸려있고 부산에서
BJ
대결입니다.
Destruction.
어떤
I
각오로
still
임했을
remember
거예요?
my first BJ
일단
Destruction.
저는 부산에
Like in a
처음
young
오게
man, I still
됐는데
remember
너무
my first BJ
설레서 잠도 못
Destruction.
잤고요.
And it was actually a decent amount of fun.
저번에 온라인에서 할
Cameras
때는
went everywhere.
좀
Didn't happen last
솔직히
time I streamed though.
생각했던 것보다 좀 힘들게
Yeah, it was really
이겨가지고
fun. I think I casted it
오늘은
with
정신 차리고 하면 좀
Potato
쉽게
Plant,
이길 수
another
있지
member of our
않을까
team.
싶네요.
And he actually spoke Korean, unlike me. I'm about as cultured as, you know, kind of old milk.
이
You
선수가
know?
복병이다
There's
생각되는
something
선수
there,
있어요.
but like not really.
까다로운 선수.
If you look,
아무래도 요즘 저거가
so
워낙
yeah,
강세라서
Catapult
윤수형만 좀
season 2
쉽게
was casted
잡으면은
by one of our
할만하지
other guys
않을까
here.
야, 그래요.
His name was
자,
Kozak,
오윤수 선수 마이크
and
한번
he did a great
잡아주시고.
job.
자, 이
And now
오윤수
here I am,
선수는
back casting
이
season 3.
부산이 출신이 두 명의 선수
And I got
함께 같이
potatoes,
내려왔어요.
food in my belly,
부산에서 오늘 결승전 펼치는데
nice audience to talk
거의
with.
개인 방송하면서 분위기가
In
굉장히
all
뜨거웠거든요.
honesty, I probably can't talk with very much, you guys, so sorry about
네,
that.
이번 결승전
But
올라오게
definitely do
됐는데
talk. I
어떠세요?
will do my best to respond. Mainly because you guys are in different tab,
오기까지
and it kind
굉장히
of ruins the
힘들었고
quality
좀
of the stream
드라마
if I like go
같았고
between tab to
재밌었거든요.
tab.
네.
그만큼
But
이제
yeah, should be
마무리도
fine.
잘해서
45
꼭 우승으로
people
마무리하고
out there
싶고
watching,
제가 3년
observing,
전에 여기서
looking
우승한
at me
경험이
eat
있거든요.
potatoes. My mom would be proud.
그 기억 되살려서 꼭
네.
우승하도록 하겠습니다.
부산에서는 준우승은 한
But
경험이
I can
없다.
speak a little bit of Korean.
우승만 했다
For
여기는.
example,
좋은
right now
기억 있는
Sue is
곳이다.
talking the maddest shit
그럼
about
오늘 멋진 모습
Maru's
한번
mama,
기대하도록 하겠습니다.
and
자,
Maru's
그럼
just
이어서
taking it.
박수호
Maru's
선수
not- Maru's like-
동래구 부산
The
고향이잖아요.
main announcer guy,
이
Park,
무대에서 이제
he's just
결승전
like,
경기를 펼치게
Maru,
됐는데요.
you gonna say anything about this?
어떠세요?
Maru's not even saying anything.
지스타
He
때
looks back at the
맨날
shield,
구경하러
he reminds
놀러만
himself fine,
오다가
he's here, he calms
이렇게
himself down,
경기하러 오니까 네,
and he's gonna show what he
색다르네요.
has
네. 그럼
in the
오늘 이
StarCraft game rather
분위기대로라면은
than the
그리고 지금까지
StarCraft
경기 잘
mindset that
해왔으니까
happened before the
충분히
StarCraft
오늘
games.
무대에서 진해우 선수들을 꺾을 수 있는 거 아닙니까? 어떠세요?
사실 멸망전 진행하면서
That's,
제
done really good.
실력에 비해서 뭔가 하늘이
DRG
도와준다는
then.
느낌을 많이 받았는데 오늘도 부산이니까 그러지 않을까 싶습니다.
네, 그럼 팬분들 앞에서 부산 사나이팀을 대표해서 각오 한 말씀 해주시죠.
팀명 부산 사나이로 지은 만큼 꼭 우승하도록 하겠습니다.
네, 멋진 모습 기대하겠습니다. 이어서 조성주 선수.
I don't know what happened.
저
but-
오늘 이 결승전을 앞두고
Oh,
너무
is that Major in the
설레이는
crowd?
가운데
Right there in
잠을
the
못
front. You guys see?
잤다면서요?
Right there? Is that Major? In the
네.
beige shirt?
그냥
I mean, it doesn't look
잠을 한
like it,
시간밖에
but
못 자가지고
kind of reminded me of him for a
지금
second.
컨디션이
I mean, special.
굉장히 안
Special.
좋은데
어,
저희 팀이 질 것 같지가 않아가지고
Oh!
마음은 편하네요.
마음이 편해요. 왜? 어떤 이유로 우리 팀이 왜 안 질 것 같으세요?
Maru broke down. He's stuck in bad
다
shit
이길 것
right
같아요.
back.
부산 와서
Creator.
부산
He couldn't hold it in
홈그라운드
much
팀을
longer.
차려 꺾어내면서 우승하는.
저도 고향이 부산이라 가지고
그렇죠.
He said your mom was so fat
네, 그냥 제가 나가도 무난하게 일 것 같고
that when she sits around the hat trick,
올킬 예고라는
she
거예요?
sits around the
근데
hat trick.
도욱이 형이 앉을 것 같아가지고
예.
저는 도욱이 형이 올킬 할 것 같아요.
와, 김도욱의 올킬. 자, 그러면 장현우 선수 이야기
That was a
한번
good one.
들어봐야죠. 지난
Now he's
경기
gonna go and pass off
장현우
the
선수가
mic to,
극적으로
that
우승을
looks
따내면서
like-
좋은 결과를 얻어냈잖아요.
Who's that?
마지막 경기 잡아내고
Crater? Is that Crater?
지금 김도욱 선수, 조성주 선수 앉을 것
Is that
같다.
Crater or Kira?
오늘 올킬 날 것 같다.
I can't
그
tell.
생각에
I
있어서는
think
장현우 선수
that's
어떤 생각 가지고 있어요?
Kira.
저도 사실 오늘 결승전
Most people
오면서
just say it's Kira.
저희 팀이 질 것
Now, Kira's
같다는
going on the
생각을
Yamama
잘
jokes. He's taking a
못하겠어요.
more different approach.
왜냐면 저희 팀원들이
Yeah.
너무
He's saying
잘해가지고
your mama's so
저만
slow.
마음
When
편하게
she walks into
먹고
time warp,
하면
she actually speeds
좋은
up.
결과 있지 않을까
네.
싶습니다. 네.
그러면 장현우 선수가 마음 편하게 먹으면은 오늘 경기 몇 대
He's not as impressed with
몇을
that one.
기록할
The
수
main
있을까요?
caster is.
좀
You
넉넉하게
know, he's gonna give them the
잡아서
shot.
4대2 이 정도.
4대 2 정도? 그럼 장현우 선수는 개인적으로 누구 만나고 싶으세요?
저는
Okay, that was an okay one.
명훈이 형이랑
오, 정명훈 선수는
네.
자, 그러면 이 자리를 빌어서 이제 대표로서 팬분들에게 각오 한 말씀 해주시죠.
일단 응원 와주신 분들 너무 감사하고 일단 열심히 해서 꼭 우승하는 모습 저희 팀원들이랑 같이 보여드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
자, 이렇게
That
양
was a good
팀의
one. Said your
이야기
mama's so
들어봤습니다.
fat,
스타트
she's got her own
멤버전
map.
이 결승 무대에서 어떤 드라마가
Personally,
펼쳐지게 될지
I'm on the fence about that
여러분의
one,
뜨거운
but
박수와 함성으로 결승전 대결을
They're pro gamers, not pro rappers, you know.
시작하겠습니다.
It's what you do. You know, shake hands, pretend like they don't hate each other, and looks like we're gonna be seeing some games here pretty soon, folks. Oh no, no! Damn you, Charter. Okay, wait, we're probably fine. Is this a me thing? I don't think it's a me thing. No, we're good, Okay. Right, probably shouldn't wipe my hands on my shirt on stream. Be classy, Spectre. He's classy. You know, I do like these actually. A lot of people are kind of on the fence because it seems like a lot of StarCraft events are like, you know, 1 hour of just like talking and like doing stuff, and then like next, you know, 10 minutes are like a game, and then it's like an hour of like graphics and stories and stuff like that. I actually kind of like the graphics and stuff. I feel like StarCraft doesn't have enough all these like cool graphics and like player dramas and stuff like that. I would like to see more of it, honestly. Like if I were a StarCraft player, I would just try and talk the most shit about everyone I faced ever, but also be really nice to them. Not only is it really good mind games, but it also gives everyone something to talk
오늘 7,400
about, you know?
기다리고 있습니다.
Like,
턴 돌고 난 이후에 대장
everyone who plays StarCraft now is so polite. They're so nice.
그렇기 때문에
I mean, okay, if you've ever played on Master Ladder NA,
완전히
you know that's
끝난 게
not true.
아닙니다.
But like at
한
the
선수는
top
다시
of the
부활이
top,
가능하다 보니까
everyone's like so nice.
어떤 선수를 다시 살릴 것인가 여기에 따라서
And there
처음부터
used to be
MP
people like
서브
Edgera and stuff like that who weren't like, you know, they were kind of DME, but like most everyone is just like so nice. And I get it, they're nerds, but still.
여기서 우승을 차지하게 되면 우승 상금 플러스 여러분이 좀 후원해 주신
I want a villain, damn it.
이미 많은
I
상금이
want to hate
쌓였기
somebody.
때문에 선수들이 욕심을 많이
Also made up my
내비쳤거든요.
mind. That looks
그만큼
so much like TY.
마지막
I'm
이제
just gonna say it's
결승전만
TY.
남았잖아요. 결승전에서 우승을 하고 모든 상금을
네.
갖고 가고 싶겠죠.
지금도 100개 추가됐고 오늘
Also
상금까지도
really small
이 선수들 상금으로 추가가 됩니다. 다시 한번
The two
말씀드리고 대략
casters to
안내를
the left
해드리겠습니다.
of, or like the two
이번 멸망전
casters,
대결
their pocket
저
squares
위너스 방식으로
match
진행이
their
되고
tie.
있고요.
But
자, 그리고
Park's
현재까지
caster,
누적
I think his
상금은
name is Park.
300만 원이에요.
The
네,
main
근데 이제
caster,
오늘도
his
이제
pocket
추가되는
square
상금이
doesn't
또
match
있기
his tie.
때문에
You can see it
이
the next time it
이상으로
comes through.
선수는 더 많은
Watch,
상금을
watch, watch.
획득할 수 있게 되는 거죠.
총 상금 1,100만 원이 됐고요. 1위 팀에게는 500만 원 플러스 50% 상금, 2위 팀에게는 30%, MVP 팀에게는 20% 상금이 주어집니다.
자, MVP 상금도 추가가 됐기 때문에 개인 방송을 많이 했던 선수들에게는 추가 상금이 있겠죠.
네, 카린이 2,000개.
요.
자, 20만 원 상금이 추가됐어요.
네, 이거 오늘 이러다가 추가
not cutting back to
상금이 400만 원 될 수도 있겠는데요.
네, 지금 320만 원 상금으로
think
늘어나서
we're still
총 상금이
yeah, like
1,120만 원이
no
됐습니다. 자, 이어서 랭킹 살펴보겠습니다.
Goes forward for so quickly the format of this guys.
차지하면서요.
It's 3v3 all kill, and you get one revive. So it's basically best of seven.
좀 더 여유가 있었습니다.
But
똑같은
yeah,
사상의
you
일패라고
get
할지라도
one revive.
직행에
If I were
성공했기
to guess,
때문에
I would say
자기들
Maru's
누가
gonna
어떤
get the
팀으로
revive
올라가게
on his
되고 그
team, and
팀의
Sue's gonna get the
주력이
revive on his
무엇인지 이런
team.
것들을
So
미리
if
분석할
it
수
gets pretty
있었죠.
close, maybe we'll be able to
자,
see like
플레이오프
a Maru
1라운드
versus
2라운드 경기가 좀 펼쳐졌고
which I think will be
자,
very
극적으로
fun to
부산
see.
사나이가 마지막 경기 잡아내면서
So,
방침방침 무너뜨렸어요.
Definitely considering the
부산
map
사나이
wall,
팀이
you could have some
원래는
really
어윤
long games going
선수가
on
가장
there.
강력한 에이스로 자리매김을 했었는데 올라오는 과정에서 정명훈 선수와 그리고 박소
And it's a
선수가
weird thing, you know,
부활의 신호탄을
TBZ late
쐈잖아요.
game.
그런 부분이 지금
Because it
기세를
used to just be you make a
굉장히
bunch of
최고로
liberators, you make a bunch of
끌어올렸습니다.
ghosts, you look
그렇죠.
everywhere and
이렇게
you win.
결승전 대결이 완성이 됐고요.
And well,
결승전
not to
매치를
win, but you know, you
안내해드리겠습니다.
get pretty
신혜와
close. And it's
부산
still kind
사나이
of what
경기
you still
조성주
do
김동
today.
장인호 선수와 이렇게 부산
It's kind of what you
사나이는
aim for,
어윤수
but
정명훈 박소
you know,
선수가
a lot
있어요.
more people
네,
do like
플레이그만
these
이제
like
살펴봤을
battlefield
때
transitions,
진에오 팀
like
같은
they get a
경우에는 세
nice big
선수의
battlefield
승리
army,
그런 게
which I always thought was
비율이
kind of
거의
weird, but it
비슷합니다.
makes
세
sense, you know,
선수가
your ghost
각각
protects from
1인분씩을
EMP.
했다고 볼 수 있는데 부산
And then
사나이
like
팀은
in the straight up
상대적으로
fight,
풀리그
you
때는 어윤
just stay
선수가
so
주력으로
efficient
활약을 하고
with it, so.
박소
I
선수가
don't know. I
받쳐주는
feel like
가운데
it's two
정명
styles. Like
선수는
if Maru were to go
활약할
late game,
기회를 이제 잡지를 못했었거든요.
Like if
하지만
Maru were to go
플레이오프를
late game,
통해서
he would
네,
probably
상대적으로
just stay
관심을
that
덜 받았던
liberator
두
ghost,
선수가
nuke
다시 한 번
everywhere,
더
and then eventually
어마어마한
bleed you
활약을 했기
out,
때문에
sort of style.
이번 결승은 정말
Well, I
어느
feel like
팀이
someone
앞설
like
거라고
Cure or
예측하기
Fantasy
어렵죠.
would be a
이창현
lot more about
선수까지
that BC
선전해주면서
style.
경기 분위기가 좀 많이 달라진 진에오 팀이고요.
Just stylistically,
자,
you
이제
know.
선수들이
So,
오늘 결승전
I don't know, we're gonna have to
있는데 이 선봉은 어떤
But
카드가 돼야
that's
될지
my
그게
prediction
포인트예요.
anyways.
저 그만큼 선봉 싸움이 가장 중요하거든요. 기세 싸움이라고 할 수 있는 선봉 싸움에서 양 팀 다 가장
Alright, so here's something I like
강력한
to do.
내보낼 것 같습니다.
Maybe you can try it
스린이들,
out. Whenever you see
샤프의
whenever you see people in the
네,
audience
대한민국
waving at you,
미래
I always
이
kind of like to
선수들
wave
여기
back
나올 수
because it makes me
있어요.
feel
올해
like I have
들어서
friends, you
뭔가
know.
그 쓰리 분들을 정말 많이 보게 되는데 앞으로 정말 위협적인 또 이제 그런 게 아마추어 프로 선수 될 수 있는 거죠.
Even when they don't wave, I like to wave and like pretend like they ignored me that one time because friends aren't perfect and sometimes they ignore you. It just kind of adds to the illusion, or I guess adds to the
아무래도 이제
fantasy.
가장 가까이 옆에서 지켜봤다면 최근 컨디션이나 뭐 연습 분위기 이런 것들을 또 충분히 알 수 있다 보니까 이제
Oh.
그런 것들을
There you
알고
are, back,
있는
pocket square, see?
뭐 팀원 입장에선
T1's
충분히
pocket
그런
square
자신감
matches
내비칠
his
수 있는
tie.
거죠.
Whoever the cast on the right is matches his tie. Little one, not at all. But they all have the same tie.
어윤수 선수를 먼저
crazy, I
무너뜨리면은
tell you.
오늘 진에오가 경기를 잡을
Blasphemous.
것이라는 강한 자신감을 내비쳤어요.
자, 아무래도 어윤 선수가 가장 부산 사나이 팀에서
Make sure not
성적이
missing any
좋고
messages here.
팀을 대표하는 선수기 때문에 만약에 김도욱 선수가
Mets Select
어윤수를
says, can you turn the
잡아낸다면
Korean stream down
거의
slightly? It's hard to hear yourself. Of course.
우승에 가까울 만한
There
출발을
you
할 수 있는 거죠.
자, 그렇다면 이번 결승전 대결 선봉장이 누구일지 오늘
There.
첫 번째
I'm
주인공
gonna also turn my mic up a little bit
자, 결승전
because it did
대결
seem a little bit
선봉장으로
faint.
선수가 출격 준비하고 있거든요. 누가 나오나 진에오 팀에는
When I was testing stuff, it definitely seemed a little bit faint. So thank you for that. I'll go ahead and put that back up.
가장 안정적인 카드로 손꼽을 수가 있고요. 특히나
Alright, it looks like the first player is gonna be Cure.
또 이제 있다 보니까
from Team Jin Air Ryo. Yeah, that's the name, Jin Air Ryo. So Mario Q creator, they're gonna send up Cure first. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, who are they gonna send up against Cure? It's 2 Zergs and a Terran. I mean, I would probably send up DRG, to be honest, because I think you would want to save Sue for Maru, without a doubt. And then Fantasy's on that team, right? Yeah, it's Sue, Fantasy, and DRG. Yeah, I would say like Fantasy or Sue, or rather Fantasy or... I'm stupid. Fantasy or DRG would go up against Cure or Creator, but without a doubt, it's gonna be Maru Sue, right? I mean, there's no way it's anything other than Maru Sue. It's just, you want to save you're arguably the strongest player for the other strongest player, but that's not to say that these other guys aren't really that good. I mean, DRG has been around for so long, he's never really had a huge breakout performance. Like, you know, you remember him kind of going a little bit higher in the GSL sometimes, but never really getting anywhere. But the fact that he's been able to stay around for so long and make it into this league, I think is definitely indicative that there's, you know, there's something there. But looks like I'm wrong. They're gonna go ahead and send up our friend Sue first. They're gonna, I think what they're hoping is that Sue can blast through Creator, or rather can blast through Cure and Creator, or Cure or Maru, and then either Fantasy or DRG can bring it back. Fantasy definitely for sure. DRG, I'm not sure. It's very stacked on the left side of things. But let's see. I feel like DRG, DRG Creator can be a good one. Alright, that sounds like they're starting. I'm gonna put my potatoes away. Gotta finish my... I'm not done. I want to finish these before it starts, otherwise I'm gonna have cold potatoes. And that just ruins your StarCraft day. Whoa, earthquake. Great production quality. I say as I eat potatoes in my attic, screen capturing another stream. But still. Alright. Let's rock and roll, you guys. Hopefully we got all the audio, video things out of the way. Metsic says, I think it'll be DRG versus Maru. Oh, that's a very, very adventurous claim there. DRG versus Maru. I'm so sure Maru, they're gonna send up Maru against Sue. Or maybe Maru will take out Sue, and then Sue will be able to... Or like Maru will take out Sue, and then they'll send up DRG versus Maru. I don't know. We'll see. But buffering is definitely being a bitchel right now. Whew. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get this up and going just a second now. In case you guys didn't hear it because my stream was too muted. Damn you, Charter Spectrum Internet! I can say that because they're not one of our sponsors. Here. We'll full screen it. Oh. Why is it buffering? I don't think that's a me thing. I think that's a them thing. Or maybe it is a me thing. They are streaming at 8,000. Okay, here we go. Alright, cool beans. I think what we're gonna do is turn off... No, because I still kind of want the audio. This is a tough choice. I think we want to keep the auto, yeah. Alright. But we'll just turn it down a little bit more than usual. There we go. Alright guys, spawning the bottom right hand position. Oh my god, I totally don't know any of the map names. Is this Acropolis? Yeah, this is... Wait. This is weird. I always looked at the name over here to know the name of things. And now I have no idea. I'm pretty sure this is Acropolis. Anyway, in the bottom right hand corner of this map, it is Sue. In the top left hand corner, it's Cure. It looks like though we are 2 minutes 40 seconds in, but thankfully that doesn't really mean we're missing anything. Nice snipe on the creep tumor there for Cure. Getting the most important creep tumor of the game. Definitely gonna be a little bit of a pain for Chibo Sue. But again, nothing to lose the game over, right? Gonna have to wait and see what our friend Cure wants to do. Looks to be a 1-1-1 build going out from him so far. which, you know, does kind of suck. I generally really like it when we see 2-1-1 builds. 2-1-1 builds are definitely like I would say my favorite to watch. It's just very dynamic, but, you know, you get a couple of Hellions out, maybe pop out a Banshee or two, maybe a Liberator. I kind of like that too, you know. I think it has its place. And yeah, it looks like that's going to be the idea here from Cure. Now, the big question is how long he wants to take this game. I mean, Cure, Su is just such a solid player, you know. Just looking at his track record, he has always just had just such great results. And even though, and he has actually won major tournaments before, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like Cure may be wanting to hit some sort of strong 2-base timing here. Quick Fusion Core means a Battle Cruiser rush. Either that, or do you guys remember when we used to have like quick Liberator like range rushes? That was like so fun. I haven't seen it in like months, but I would love to see one of those again. No doubt.
전순에 대한 면역은 어느 정도는 점점 생기고 있어요. 그렇기 때문에 김도욱 선수가
But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Battle Cruiser Rush coming out from Cure. Maybe he's going to transition into Mech here. He's making an awful lot of Hellions. And generally off of Battle Cruisers, he transitioned into Mech anyway, so should be very interesting to see how Cure wants to take this. And if he actually wants to go to that uber late game, if he's not afraid of Su. Ling actually does get in, and beautiful scout coming in, and he's going to go ahead and see everything there. Hellion's going to go ahead and dart on in. Unfortunately, there's not too many Lings here. There was just not enough, and now barbecue time, says our friend Cure. He's going to go ahead and pick himself off. 7 drones, up to 8 now. Can we see 9? I'm thinking we're going to get around 9, as a matter of fact. And that is an excellent start after this game from Cure. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it was like 6-7 Hellions and a Reaper, right? I mean, 9 drones isn't the end of the world. I mean, obviously it's still pretty good, but, you know, that definitely could have been a whole lot worse. But it's going to definitely harm his queen count, without a doubt. He's going to have some problems squeezing out the drones to make it up, and some Lings to defend against the follow-up, and the queens to defend against the BCs. So hopefully he has enough by the time this BC pops out. It's almost done. It is done, and it's going to be teleporting any second now, and there it is, spawning in behind the natural. Come on, move, scooch, scooch, scooch the map. There we go. BC just gonna go ahead and poke away for a little bit. Spire, probably the worst spot to ever defend against a BC ever. But he's gonna be going all right so far. But another Ling counter attack, or rather Hellion counter attack. It's gonna go ahead and pick off 7 drones, doing a lot better at that time. And Su's drone count has been massively hurt this game. 16 drones lost already. For 9 Hellions. Not bad at all. And Cure is taking his 3rd base, and there we go. Additional factories are on the way. It is going to be a mech game coming out from Su. No, or rather from Cure. But I guess a mech game for Su too, right? I mean, if they mech, they're in it together, right? Right, like, Su's playing a mech game, Cure's playing a mech game. So, I feel confident in what I'm saying. Here we go. Hellion's gonna go ahead and come in again. They're gonna find another opening. Su, your defenses. Oh, they make me cry. 5 drones going on down. This is just unacceptable damage. Oh, makes me cry. 9 more drones going down, and the BC still harassing Su. A very, very rough start for Team. I know this. I don't. For Team Busan, guy. Oh, here we go. Picks off a queen himself and teleports on home. A great opening here from Cure. Not really much else you could have hoped for that. Another BC is going to go and move across the map. It is pretty fresh. A 3rd one is on the way. Should be stopping at around the 3rd. There's no real reason to continue BC production after around the 2nd, maybe 3rd BC, which is what Cure is doing here. Otherwise, you just don't really have that powerful of an army, and the Corruptors will just ruin your day as the response comes here. Another queen does end up going on down. BC is still content to just kind of poke at the outskirts of creep here. Definitely knows it has to respect the presence of Corruptors. He did see that Spire, and now, unfortunately, Cure is going to be pushed on back. So good defense there from Su. Not taking too much damage this time. And thankfully, Cure does not seem to be in any rush to end the game. He's just going to keep his map presence up with his Hellions, with his BCs. He's going to do the dance of death here and there. And he's just going to go ahead and chill. And Su definitely has some breathing room right now. And I think Cure is really just using his opening to get to where he wants. He's going to use his advantage to get to where he wants instead of trying to end the game or, you know, try and destroy Su even farther, right? It's just Cure very much saying that I want to do what I want to do, and you're gonna let me do that because I killed 25 drones, and if you don't let me do that, then you're probably just gonna go ahead and get wrecked. And Sue seems to agree.
군단 숙주의 체제 전환이나 아니면 황영재 해설이 말씀하신 대로 일벌레를 보충을 해줘야 될 시기인 것 같습니다.
Alright, already up to 74 workers here. Cure has been macroing like a madman. Has really much nothing on the ground except for like a couple of Hellbats and a couple Lonely Marines and a, you know, siege tank here and there. A couple of big counterattacks look like they're moving out on the map for Sue. They actually look, yeah, clean counterattacks. I was gonna say it could be pretty good, or actually just full-on counterattacks. Roach, Ravager, and Corruptors. He says if the PCs are there, they can't be here, so he's gonna go ahead and see if he can make some magic happen. Though there are some siege tanks, but not all of them are siege on up. Oh no, one of them's gonna go ahead and go on down. A lot of SCVs dying as well. He has to pull the boys. There's so little on the ground. Without the PCs, the army is just dying, and the Corruptor's gonna go ahead and piss all over those missile turrets. A fantastic counterattack from Sue. 26 SCVs going down. All the Roaches are gonna get cleaned on up. Or rather, most of them, but, you know, the Ravagers persist. He got a couple of siege tanks, and as long as he doesn't take too much damage back on home, he should be fine. Like, I would say, you lose 10 more drones, it's fine. But it's starting to get to the point where it is less fine. 58 to 59 total workers. Can you believe after losing 32 SCVs, Cure still has an amazing economy, and look at that. Teleports back on home. He has 4 CCs, 5 CCs, and he's not afraid to produce them. Here we go. As far as SCV goes, SCVs go. I should have just left it at that. It was good enough. Alright. Oh well. Here we go. Sue's gonna go ahead and posture out on the map again. He wants to stay active with these Corruptors. I feel like he doesn't really have enough to contest the PCs at the moment, so he has to be careful. But so far, a very explosive start to game number 1. Just both players trading blows. And more drones lining up perfectly for Cure. No, Sue, you go. Another 9 drones going on down. Seems to be the number of the game so far, 9. Or I guess 11. Inside job confirmed. Alright, Thor's in production as well. Cure playing a really solid mech game. I mean, you don't really see mech all that much anymore against Zerg. Well, that's not true. It's definitely less popular than Bio, and always has been less popular than Bio, but it seems as though it is less popular than it was a couple of months ago, but it's still in full force here in this game, and I'm very glad to see it. PF on the way. Battlecruisers are still asserting their dominance. There are no hiders in this army. They're gonna cross with Bio, and it's a good thought. He's gonna pick off 3 Corruptors for himself before teleporting back on home. And man, the cost efficiency of these BCs has just been abominable. Yeah, Cure's definitely gonna need some higher tech to deal with these. Maybe some Vipers, maybe some Infestors, or maybe, just maybe, some good old Swarm, Host, and Nidus. Oh, Sue. Oh, the dark side. But yeah, definitely a very solid choice against this very immobile army when you think about it. BCs aren't really the fastest. I mean, okay, they technically are the fastest, but only for like, only once. They're only the fastest sometimes, right? So, and then they're not the fastest for a very long time. So being able to abuse this mobility, especially on this very large map, can yield some good results. If I can bitch for a little bit, guys, I remember when Swarmhost Nidus used to be like a really fun, unique, weird build to face off against, and it was just like so crazy to like see it, and you were like, oh yeah, I wonder how I'm gonna deal with this. Maybe mass oracles, maybe a bunch of phoenixes. Yeah, I remember. It used to be not so degenerate, but these are just the ramblings of an old man from an older patch. 19 drones going down. Sue, buddy, it may be time for a couple of spines. Great talk here, but hey, first wave of Locust going on down, but it seems like Cure is more than ready to deal with this. Gonna land a couple of Locusts, not sure what that was all about. He's gonna try and pick off a siege tank. Hopefully some of the splash gets it, but I don't think he got it. And BCs are continuing to roam this map. This game has Cure written all over it. 4 siege tanks at a time. Upgrades are great. Worker count is great. Army's looking great. And he's moving across the map exactly how he should be, I feel. And these Corruptors are going to be useless. Useless against the siege tanks. They're going to do so much nothing. I mean, he gets 1. But it's just not looking great. I mean, he is maxed out, but a lot of it is Swarm Host. A lot of it is supply that can't really be fighting all the time. A lot of it is not going to be able to attack the actual army. So even though he is maxed out, Sue's army value, just like how nice it is to have Su's army right now is not much. There is not much niceness to be had in this army for Su. But, you know, he gets one chance to break this with his Wave of Locusts. If he does it, all the more power to him. If not, well, I think we may be seeing a very quick stomping here from Cure. Locust is going to go ahead and fly on in. Thor's trying to target it on down, and here we go. Su's going to collapse on in. Siege tank splashing all over his army here, but I don't think it's enough. There's so many tanks in the back lines. I just don't see them cleaning up the Locust anytime soon. Cropper's going to be taking out the PCs. I don't think they have teleport. Yeah, none of them have teleport. Teleport's on cooldown. He does not see the second one though, so that's going to get away. But this mech army is looking pretty unstoppable. These Hellbats ready to soak up that damage, do the good job. And Su feels like, oh, this is interesting. He's going to go ahead and piss all over the buildings. Not a bad idea. When in doubt, piss it out. I guess. No, don't. No, Cure. Bad idea. Bad idea. Okay, I guess it is gonna land before. Oh no. Oh, ACVs, don't do it. Oh my god. Does he notice? Oh. Alright, take your bets now. Is that gonna burn down? 5 to 1 odds say it doesn't. Here we go. Another wave of Locusts are gonna go ahead and fly on in. Gonna go ahead and target down the siege tanks. Not bad at all. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets a Thor. He's picking the army away, but that's. Ooh, okay, barely saved it, so. Never lucky. But yeah, he is gonna eventually, like, kill this, I feel. Like, Su's army, look at that on the ground. That's it. It's those Roaches, it's those Ravagers, and it's Swarm Hosts, and that is it. I mean, he is killing bases on the opposite side of the map, but I definitely don't think it's enough here. Cure is in the natural base of Su. It's 4 bases to 5. Cure's economy is going crazy, and I think Su's gonna make one last desperate stand to try and hold this somehow, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He dips below 170 supply, which it doesn't sound too bad actually, considering it's 180, but it's just going lower and lower and lower. Now there's pretty much just Swarm Hosts to deal with it. GG is called, and Cure, I'm not afraid to say, he stomped all over Su. I mean, Su got wrecked. It's not even funny. Well, maybe it is to Cure. Maybe it's funny to Cure, but for the rest of us, no. we are crying. I mean, it is a little bit cathartic, to be honest, seeing as how my win rate per Zerg has been so far. And poor Su. Such a long face. It feels bad to lose that many drones. It honestly does. Like, I think he lost close to, he lost like 35, 40 drones. It was no small amount, and that definitely played, I think, a major part in his game plan there. I mean, like, those Swarm Host Nidus came out pretty late. Like, he was able to get one he got like one wave off, and then, like, by the time that one wave of Locust did its damage, Cure was like, okay, I maxed out with 1 million siege tanks, let's move across the map. And Su was like, oh shit, well, here we go. But yeah, it was just those counterattacks. I don't think Su, I think he may just be a little bit out of it. Like, I think when you lose that many drones to counterattacks throughout the whole game and just like almost never have anything in position, you know, you just kind of have those games. I don't think that game was very indicative of who Su was as a player. I think he's, you know, much better, but, you know, everyone has their games. And he still probably is going to be the revive for Team Bosu, man. But, hey, not to take anything away from Cure, it was a very excellent game, and I can't wait to see who is sent up next. Let me really quickly change the scenes here. Awesome Possum, while we're out of game, we have a little bit of time to stretch our legs. Yeah, definitely a great game. And apparently Medi6 has some cool fun facts for us in chat here. That's amazing. Let's see. DRG has a bad record versus Cure, from what you can remember. Really? Is that right? Maybe that's why they wanted Cure to go up against Su. But oh wait, sorry, it's the other way around. Oh, my bad. I'm just thinking. DRG has a bad record versus Cure, so that's why they wanted to send up Su. That makes a little bit more sense. But still, yeah, it was. I can see why. Cure definitely showed some very strong. Oh look, it's me. Look, Infinite Maddies or Infinite Spagars. Yeah, definitely a very great game though. Darren's take note. Always be doing stuff with Hellions. If there's anything to take away from that. Alright, let's go and switch back to the in-game thing. We're blasting through this. DRG is up next from Team Bosu, man. Hopefully he can do some magic against the other players, like Medi6, or whatever his name was in chat was saying. DRG does not really have a great record against Cure, and Cure just kind of absolutely stomps through anyways, but they got Cure out of the way. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh, no, wait. DRG has to beat Cure now. Maybe that was why. Oh, that was totally why. Maybe they were hoping Sue possibly could have taken out Cure for DRG, but he couldn't, and now DRG has to go off against Cure. And that is definitely going to be a very hard proposition, especially considering, like Metasix says, he has a losing record overall against Cure. Cure looking pretty strong this game, definitely looking a little bit more. Let's go ahead and switch to the out-of-game thing because it makes more sense. Sue's Cure definitely looking a little bit more on point tonight. Definitely looks like that didn't look like his first game of the day. That looked like he has been playing for hours. He's in his groove. He's doing the good work. I mean, yeah, we'll have to see.
그렇죠. 움직임이 상당히 좋았어요. 첫 경기이다 보니까 좀 원하는 경기력이 나오기 어려웠어요.
See, now that I'm out of food, I kind of want more food.
그 와중에 테마는 확실했어요.
yes.
견절 끝장을 보자.
The plights of
견제가
man.
이제 어느 정도 유효타로 이어지다 보니까 첫 번째 경기 결과가 정말 매끄럽게 자신 원하는 대로 이제 흘러가게 됐는데 이런 패턴이 상대 정도에 갔다 보니 한 번 더 써먹을 수 있죠. 계속 또
Alright, Maddie, no need to share everything. So, I gotta see what my friend was telling me. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's basically just saying some Magic stuff. Those are the guys who play Magic, gonna be doing some Commander tomorrow. I got a Wicked Unearthed Commander deck that's super old and super awesome, and that's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's see. You know what my favorite thing is to watch it in like Korean audiences? Like without fail, whenever a girl like notices that she's on camera, look at that! Do you see that? They just kind of go like. They're like those flower things at the bottom of the seafloor that when you try and come close to them, they like they just like collapse into their stalk. They're like that with cameras, I swear. It's just camera comes close and they just boom. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just an ignorant American. In fact, I know why I'm an ignorant American, but I don't know. Can someone explain that to me? Maybe we have some Korean people in the chat. They can like, is that an actual thing, or is everyone just unbelievably shy over there? I don't understand. Like, I know if that were me, like if the camera were to ever be on me, I'm such an attention whore. I don't know. I would like. I would shake it, but that's probably frowned upon, so I'd have to be careful. Thought I saw something in my room. Alright, super scary. Let's try not to die, It is dark. I wonder what this is held at, by the way. It looks like there's a convention going on in the background of sorts. It's like, I don't know. Does anyone know like the background of this? Where is it taking place? Is it like some sort of event or something? I have no idea.
김도욱 선수가 오프라인 모드에서 적응을 못한다는 얘기가 굉장히 많았는데
In any case, oh man, those potatoes are kicking in.
실수가 하나도 없는 플레이를 보여줬기 때문에 충분히 올킬까지
Oh my god. Oh, I just died. Okay, I'm fine. In any case, I am very much appreciating watching TY here. Give me boy. I know he's like much older than me and much better than me in every way, but it's like watching my kid like grow up and, you know, be a successful movie star, and you gotta be like, that's my kid. That's my boy. It's so nice. Alright. I'm gonna quickly stand up, stretch for a little bit. My seat's getting uncomfortable. So we're just gonna let that cool off for a bit as we get ready for the next match. Gonna be Cure versus DRG. I mean, am I wrong here, or is DRG and DRG-ling the same person? Because it seems like it is, right? DRG, DRG-ling, Donray-gu, they're all the same names for the same thing, right? If I'm wrong, please let me know. Please. I like how whenever it goes, like when the camera, you know how they do that shot of each team before the game starts, like we just saw? Like the camera on team like Jin Aeryo, with like Mario and Cure in them, is like super steady, it's fine, it's just like looking at them. And then it goes to Team Bosu and it's just like crazy. Alright, top right hand corner of World of Sleepers, we have DRG, who I will refer to as Donray-gu because I'm so sure enough And it makes enough sense in my brain that we're just going to say Don Regu. And in the bottom left-hand side, winning a very confident game number 1, making Zerg look like a punk. It is Cure. And this time we are not starting the game 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. We are starting at the ripe old time of 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Who knows what this game could bring? We could have the longest game in the history of StarCraft today. I mean, probably not, but it could happen. We could also have the shortest, well, no. But the time is definitely past for that, but definitely many different avenues this game can take right now. And that's the cool thing about StarCraft games, or really anything in general. You never really know what's going to happen, right? And I think that's part of the allure. Like, like sometimes you're just kind of watching a game and you're like, oh, it's whatever, you know. It's like some random like round of 32 game against, you know, some like semi-pro, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we'll see, you know, a couple of games. Maybe some guys gonna get stomped, but no. Once in a while, you just StarCraft just always continues to surprise me, you know. Always surprises. It's always nice. Anyway, Don Regu gonna go ahead and see if he can take this third hatchery. Kira says no. In fact, you're gonna take this hatchery. You're not gonna take it so much. I'm gonna put an engineering bay on it. And here we go. Does he have enough money? Nope. I think he's just actually gonna be annoying for a little bit. Are we stalling for the Reaper? Is he gonna give up the SCV? No. Oh! Oh, alright. Slicky McSlick. We have a Slicky McSlickerston over here. Oh, are they watching the game? I think they're totally watching it. Did you see that smirk on Maru's face? he was just like happy. Oh, gonna go ahead and be able to save that drone though. Gonna cost them 19 minerals, so does kind of suck. Oh. Pops the queen closer. Queen is saying, get away from my baby. Right now. And the Reaper just kind of inches away slowly. Gonna try and see if he can get the drone. Oh, and he has to go back into the extractor. Oh no, go back in the extractor. No. Oh, what a tease. That is the worst. It is 3 minutes 15 seconds. There is still no third hatchery. Don Regu, get it down. Oh man, that is so delayed, and it's so sad too. Dude, could you imagine being that drone? Oh jeez, just extractor, dead. Like, man. I feel like I don't know about this game so far, guys. It's looking like Kira is really on point. He's gonna open up pretty much exactly the same way that he did last game. Hopefully, like, I don't know, someone from Kira's team, Jin Yo, would be able to like maybe Maru or like, is there any Zergs on his team? Let me check. No. Never mind. I was saying like maybe Maru or something can like make a quick like, I don't know, like battle cruiser sign to the other team so they can like help communicate that to DRG and then he can counter it. I don't know. Because it looks like they are actually they are able to watch the games as they're going on, which is pretty neato. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't even know how you would do charades with the battle cruiser. If you know how to do charades with battle cruiser, please let me know. I think I have an idea for a game night with some of my StarCraft friends. Anyways. Creep spread is definitely spreading. These Hellions and Reaper are obviously going to go ahead and try and deny that. There's a lot of Hellions actually. There's 6. Seeing a pretty much identical opening, but DRG, seeing the absolute barbecue that went on last game, has Zlings very wisely patrolling the main entrance to his natural, so he's pretty safe so far. And rocketing up to 51 drones, and actually another round coming on up. So definitely a very big drone count coming up. If he can defend against these Hellions, he may be in a pretty prime position to try and start this game off better than Seer. Here we go, Link's coming down to defend, and Kira's going to run away barely. DRG definitely doesn't want to commit into that, and I can see why. Like, who wants to? Like, that's just a hassle. Overlord is going to go ahead and scout that. Yes, this is in fact the exact same thing that happened last game. And just getting flashbacks to Sue's mineral lines are going to be enough to make him be extra vigilant, hopefully, about his mineral lines. And I kind of like this coming in with the BC, trying to draw the attention away so the Heavens can come in on the third base. Not finding too much damage so far. He is going to go and move on in, but the Lings are already there, ready to defend. And, oh, actually, a Queen may end up going down here. Don't see that too often. And a couple of Roaches as well. Another Queen may actually end up going down. Needs to be very careful. Can't be affording to lose Queens. But yeah, like 2-3 Roaches is enough to push that away, because it obviously should be. And already a very much nicer start. DRG is defending amazingly. BC in the main base though, kind of strange. And it doesn't really look like he's getting much damage on. He is investing on Yamato Cannon. But so far this is not an investment that I would say has been very worthwhile. He has been able to, he did actually pick up a Queen, that was probably from the Yamato Cannon. But like I said, like not too much happening here actually. Oh, never mind, just gonna kill it the old-fashioned way. Spore is not gonna end up going down. Cool skin, by the way, TRG. And oh, he's gonna get it! Oh, Cure playing with fire. Not going to waste his teleport, but, you know, come to think of it, he's probably just going to teleport back on home. Isn't he? I mean, that's what I would do if I were him. But I'm not him. C'est la vie. Heaven's gonna go and come on forward. Still can't find any damage. I don't think. I only think like one drone has gone down this game, and that was the one that the Reaper got in the beginning. Like straight talk, y'all. I mean, maybe he got one with BC, but one, right? And already a very much stronger game coming up from DRG. Let's see what he wants to do. I wonder if he's gonna take the same approach suited, which is, you know, kind of get a nice Roach Ravager Queen Mace up before going Swarmos, or if he's gonna get those Swarm Hosts out maybe a little bit faster, maybe the Nidus is out a little bit faster. I would definitely love to see something like that. He's gonna 8 Corruptors so far. He's up to 70. Or rather, he's up to like 78 total free supply. That's a lot of Overlords, but I guess better safe than sorry, no? And the advent of these Corruptors should mark the end of that Battlecruiser harassment for the time being. Or just make sure it's very much stinted. 4th base already on the way for Cure. Just a macro monster so far. Yeah. As we see additional factories on the way, he is going to go max like he did last game. It's pretty much a carbon copy of what happened last game. However, this time we have observed that he's not effectively crippled, so should be a lot more of an interesting match. He's going to move out with his Roaches right now. Is he going to find something? You know, it's very difficult to say. Like, I would guess probably not. I mean, the BCs are kind of low actually, so he may actually end up finding a couple of BCs, but here we go. He's actually going to morph in a couple of Ravagers. The ground army for Cure is pretty small. And I think he noticed that last game too, how much damage Sue's very small counterattack did. So maybe he's hoping to get into the same sort of luck. There does seem to be more Ravagers, or rather more Hellbats this time around for Cure, but his BC is going to pick off. One BC goes down, another one in jeopardy. A couple of Corrosive Biles running on down. That Siege Tank's going to go down as well. A lot of Hellbats soaking up a lot of damage, but not the Siege. But the Siege Tank's just not able to find good shots here, and I think Cure is starting to struggle here. There's only a couple Roaches Ravagers left, so he should be fine, but all the meat is gone from his army, and DRG is re-maxing out. He is streaming across the map and then streaming back across. Yeah, 17 Roaches. That generally means you want to do some horrible things to your opponent. So the storm has only just now begun for Cure. Weathering it is going to be a challenge indeed. He's going to go ahead and do his best though. Missile turrets on the way to try and help his position a little bit against those Corruptors. Definitely wants to protect his BCs. Those are going to be absolutely essential in holding off this Roach Ravager pressure that DRG is applying. Rich Vespene Geyser probably under great duress here. And yeah, DRG gonna go ahead and squid on over into the 4th base here. It's a planetary fortress, and there's only a couple of Roaches here. It's not really amazing DPS, but Corrosive Biles are a funny thing, but it's not enough. Just barely not enough. Still, though, he can find some damage. A nice couple of Biles going on down, but he is going to go ahead and get pushed off anyways, but not before 9 SCVs lose their life doing the good deed. More Roaches on the way, and it looks as though DRG's plan is to just kill or if not kill, extremely maim Cure with roaches constantly while he gets up to Hive, while he gets his bases up across the map, while he does what he needs to do. And I think that's actually a pretty solid strategy here, though he's definitely not going to be able to tech up as strongly as he would have otherwise, but still, I would say this is a fine position to fight from. Though, if Cure does end up maxing out before DRG can get to his tech, I definitely fear for him. Mainly because it is just roaches right now, guys. Like, that's just roaches. Look at that. I mean, Lings and Ravagers, but really, are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do me dirty like that? No, that's just roaches, right? And I think most people would be comfortable saying that's just a roach army. And a roach army is not scary. I mean, we used to see things like Roach Ravager armies against mech mid-game, or sorry, like Roach Hydra with Vipers, and you would just like abduct the Terran like all game long. Speaking of abducting, you're abducting my heart, DRG, sneaking Lings into the main base. But DRG says, alright, well, that's cool, and I'm gonna let you finish, but Blue Flame Hellions got the best run buys of all time, and an entire mineral line is forfeit. Big sad. Down to 57 workers, actually. 22 drones, however, on the way to replace them. Kill 15, and 22 more shall take their place. It's the odd fraction, it's the weirdly fractioned Hydra, we'll call it. Alright. Greater Spire is on the way, so it looks like though it's gonna be Broodlords, where it's gonna be how he's gonna try and crack the position of Cure. Cure definitely though kind of one step ahead of DRG. He's already making those Thors. He already has a pretty strong count at that. Ew. Big salvo. Big tank salvo. No! No! Oh, never mind. Everything's fine. Alright. Cure gonna go ahead and move out a little bit, but the mech army is looking pretty strong back at home, so I think he actually might be fine. These Raptors actually in major jeopardy. 1, 2, 3 actually gonna go on down. Very unfortunate there for DRG, but the Greater Spire is almost done, just needs to buy a little bit more time. Needs to get those Broodlords out, and then we can start seeing the almighty, the all-powerful, the holy Broodlord Investor composition. The notorious Big EL, as they say on the streets. And 9 Broodlords are morphing on, and not really too much anti-air to speak of right now. There's a couple Thors, there's a couple BC, so definitely not nothing. 7 Thors, whoa. Okay, never mind, that is a lot of anti-air. And actually, come to look at it, a very formidable mech army. Like, that is scary, and I think DRG is actually going to lose his base. Has to watch out for these Broodlords, though. A lot of transfuses are going to be keeping them alive. And actually, the Thor's taking straight direct fire from the Broodlords. Not really a great sign, but he is able to take out a couple of the Broodlords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go down, and 20 drones as well. A fantastic move out from Cure, and DRG is looking to be pretty deep in the shitter, as they say. And Cure just gonna be content with his damage, pack it up, move back home. Can these Blue Flame Hellions take out this hatchery? I think they can, and yes, hatchery goes on down. An entire base wiped off the face of the planet for DRG, and DRG definitely feeling the pressure right around now. I mean, the constant economic damage is just so hard when Cure does that to you. It's just so hard to really get where you're going. I mean, starting pathogen glands, but its gas bank is pretty pitiful right now. I think that's kind of ambitious. He's making a couple of Vipers too, trying to get. He's acting like his economy hasn't changed at all. He's still very low on supply, and he's getting all sorts of upgrades. He's trying to make his comp, you know, he's taking the Vipers. I mean, don't get me wrong, a couple of Vipers can definitely change the course of a match. I think it's a great mix-in, but I feel like he's just going to, he may just actually die before he has a chance to see the fruits of any of these upgrades. Like, that's his army. You guys saw that? That was the army. That was the whole kahuna. And it ain't a big tuna kahuna either, folks. Let me tell you, that was a very, very mediocre tuna kahuna. And yeah, on top of that, more drones going down around 8 this time. DRG 113 army spy to 110, looking pretty rough. 85 workers to 49. 49 as he's and DRG is moving out again. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I mean, look at the left side of the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases, and only 4. Right now, DRG has 4 bases that are mining. Like 6-ish if you want to be really like pedantic about how many hatches are on the map, but still. Alright, Roaches low, gonna buy some time. Definitely saw the army in the middle have a little bit of hesitation there, and they're gonna pick off a Thor. I don't think the Roaches are gonna be enough to pick off another one, but he's gonna move on to the main base, see if he can pick up some add-ons. And here we go, DRG just going for it, alright. Broodlords raining hell down from below. There's a lot of transfuses in this army. As long as the Broodlords are alive, it should be okay, but the Vikings in the air are starting to do a lot of damage to the Corruptors, but I think just barely, he was almost fine, but oh, Infestor is coming in a little bit too late. Infested Terran's gonna be able to clean up some of the Vikings, but those needed to be there a little bit earlier, I feel. And now we look into a similar story. Cure already 5 more siege tanks, 4 Vikings, 6 Hellions, 6 SCVs, another CC, more upgrades, and it's just looking direr and direr for DRG. The D in DRG stands for dire. Regu. And then it's like Regu on top of that. And yeah, the Vikings know that there's nothing to contest them. They're just going to jump on top of the Broodlords, take them all out, and get the hell out of Dodge. They're going to land on the Infestors too! Cure, you're a madman! What a mad lad. Jesus. Who does that? I mean, smart servers, am I right? I mean, when you have that upgrade, you can do that. And I think DRG, you can see his picture right now in the bottom right. He looks a little sad, looking like some kid took his lunch money, has no pudding cup, mom packed him a lunch, and, you know, it's definitely more of a apple for dessert kind of day for DRG. And yeah, a great fungal on the Vikings, but I don't think it's, something tells me it's not going to matter. Dips below 100 supply, GG is called, and Cure, a monster. Team Jin Air Yo goes up 2-0 in this best of 7, which means there's 1 player left. That is the hope for Team Busan Man, and that is going to be, oh shit, I forget. And that's going to be Fantasy. So if TVZ does not seem to be Busan Guy's forte at all, so and if that seems to be the case, then maybe a good old-fashioned TVT can give Cure a run for his money. Though definitely there is a couple of things to note here. Fantasy is definitely not as warmed up as Cure. Cure just got off 2 wins. He's feeling the momentum. He's feeling great. His mentality is fine. Meanwhile, there's a lot of pressure on Fantasy. Not to mention TVT. Am I right? Is there really anything more you gotta say, guys? Yeah, I mean, we maybe just be seeing a quick 3-0. Even if they do go 3-0, they still get a revive, so maybe Sue, or maybe even DRG could actually get revived against them, depending on how Fantasy plays, but still a very strong start for Team Jin-Air-Yo.
자, 오늘 경기 1세트, 2세트 경기가 종료가 됐고 이제 세 번째, 첫 번째 턴에 대장 카드는 나와줘야 되고 마지막은 에이스.
S Brumo says, "Can we see Maru today, guys? I really hope so. I want to see some Maru games. I mean, come to think of it, would you just be fine with if Cure just killed every single nerd? I mean, that would also be pretty nice, right? Yeah. Metsik says, I think DRG should have committed to the all-in. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about what happened with those roaches. I mean, here's the thing. There was so little on the army, and he killed so much of the meat that I feel like if he just remaxed on roaches, he still had enough corruptors. He picked off 2 BCs with all those corruptors, so he definitely could have done a little bit more. He didn't have to worry about anything in the air. It was a ground army fight at that time, and the ground army of Cure. Ground army of Cure was looking pretty horrible. I mean, he was expanding really aggressively. He opened up with 3 BCs. I mean, there were no more Hellbats after that. I think there was a small timing where he could have won that game, like you said, Mansix. Just like, he just gets some more roaches. Yeah, just more roaches, maybe like some lings actually, considering all the Hellbats died, and maybe you could actually find yourself, if not a win, maybe you would have gotten like 20, 25, 30 drones or SCVs, and maybe that would have done it. But who knows? But I definitely feel like he should have committed to that roach attack, that roach pressure a little bit more, at the very least, right? I feel like that was the main tipping point. And then also, you know, I mean, Cure had a worker supply advantage actually for most of that game, which is crazy. Especially as a Zerg, you know, you gotta have more money than your opponent, right? I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Zerg's gotta have more moolah. They gotta have more dough. You know, I don't know. But yeah, Fantasy's gonna go ahead and see if we can pull it back in TVT. Quick disclaimer: I play Protoss. There is approximately one Protoss in this entire team, and he may actually, very realistically, is probably not going to get to play. So my expertise on these matchups may be a little bit spotty, a little sketchy, but you know what? Belly full of salmon and potatoes. I got my water right here. I will definitely try and do my darndest to cast this. I have been watching some Alpha Star TVT games, most hilarious shit I've seen in my life. So I think I may have a couple of pointers.
역습까지도 할 수 있을 만한 잠재력이 있는 선수입니다.
그렇죠. 더블킬 기록하면서 4명수로 담는다. 오늘 4대 승부 만들 수 있는 거예요.
그러면 어마어마한 활약을 하는 거죠. 또 이미 비슷한 활약을 또 해낸 적이 있기 때문에 충분히 그런 기대감을 가질 수 있습니다. 특히나 또 테란들도 워낙 잘하다 보니까 오늘 상대팀에 또 2명의 테란 선수가 있는 거잖아요. 충분히 해낼 수 있습니다.
그렇죠. 지난 경기에서는 테란 대 테란전에서 피지컬 머신을 벌리고 있는 또 조성주 선수 잡아냈잖아요.
That's my things.
조성주와 그리고 김도욱 선수에게도
Metsic says he didn't have enough Ravagers. That is also very true. I feel like once he was on top of the tanks, he couldn't really kill them fast enough, you know. Definitely more Ravagers would have not only let him take more tank shots, but also would have let him pile down those tanks a little bit easier. It's also that too, but yeah. Medi6 says, Fantasy is insane right now. He beat Mario in this league a few weeks ago. Is that right? I mean, are the Terrans just wrecking house in BJ Destruction League? I mean, it is called Destruction League. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I mean, if you say Fantasy is crazy right now, he better be at least as crazy as, oh, hang on, face side, boom, told ya, without fail, every single time. Okay. That out of the way. Yeah, Fantasy better be as crazy, if not crazier, than Cure if Team Bosuman wants to stand a chance in this game. Down 2-0 is pretty rough beans, I'm not gonna lie. Those are not cool beans. It's not smooth sailing. Those are rough beans and not cool sailing. So. Here we go. Looks like we're almost ready to jump on into game number 3, TVT. I mean, there are a couple things I know about this matchup. Tanks are pretty good. Ravens are pretty good. Liberators are pretty good. Marines are pretty good. Vikings are pretty good. Medevacs are pretty good. Stim and combat shields, pretty good. In fact, everything is pretty good. Marauders not so much. In fact, I think TVT is the only Terran matchup where yeah, okay. TVT is the only matchup that Terran has where if you don't make a single Marauder all game, it's like normal, right? Like you almost never go like Marauders in TVT. Unless the other player is meching, then I see Marauders a lot actually, just because of the drastically increased tank counts, and you know, Marauders kind of let you stand and trade against mech armies a little bit better, but yeah, as a general rule of thumb, we don't really see them all that much. Alright, in the top left-hand corner of Disco Bloodbath, it is Cure for Jin Yo Gaming, sorry. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the blue Terran player, the blue Terran player, Fantasy, playing for Team Bosuman. He is the last player currently still alive in this team, so if he wants to do well, he has to not only beat Cure, but then also Maru, and then also Creator, which is not, you know, any small order, most people would be comfortable saying. Thankfully, there is one revive here, so even if Fantasy does die, it's not the end of the world. Team Bosuman does have one revive, so they can either revive Fantasy, they can revive... who are the two Zergs who just got stomped on? Su and DRG, any one of those two. So yeah, there's still at least 2 more games to go, you guys. And it looks like both players opening up pretty standard schmandard over here. Yeah, not really too much deviation. Well, Cure actually is going for something a little bit strange. Is he going for 2 barracks? I think he is. And yeah, Fantasy, okay, yeah, Fantasy totally knows it. And let's see how he's going to respond. So it's going to be double Reaper coming up from Cure. Hopefully that early pressure can secure him a kill on that CC. Fantasy going to go ahead and have that SCV killed in exchange for that information. Still, homie GSB. What if, like, you couldn't see what your opponent had in their base, and that's whatever saw it came back to your base? I mean, that would be absolutely horrible, and I would hate for that to be a part of StarCraft. But, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, the SCV has to, like, run with, like, a parchment paper of, like, information. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Guys, Fantasy not only lost his own, not only took the KDA charge from Cure's Reaper, he also ate his own KDA charge. I mean, that's just kind of sad. And I feel kind of sad for Fantasy. And Fantasy has nothing here to defend against these Reapers. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of SCV deaths. Oh my god, Cure is a madman. Dude, Matt6 in chat. I was promised Fantasy would be crazy right now. And well, maybe he is crazy, but I think we have very different definitions of the word crazy, my friend. 11, 12 SCVs going down. It is 24 to 11. And look at this. Mara's already planning like what he's gonna do with his share of the 3 million, the 3 million won is what I think it is. Is won the unit of currency they use in Korea? I don't know. Some Korean person told me. But yeah, he's already like rubbing his hands together. He's thinking about, oh my god, let's see, 3 million won. That's either 1,000,003 won dancers, or listen, hear me out. That's 3,000. 1,001 dancers. Decisions, you guys. Who knows? And yeah, so looks like the comeback mechanism for Fantasy is going to be that proxy Stargate. I mean, is that a medevac with 2 Marines in it? I'm 99% sure that's what it is, and I'm so sad. Alright, get ready for the saddest drop ever. It's just 2 Marines in a medevac. I mean, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I mean, he's doing his darndest, you guys. He really is. And he's denying mining, actually. So this is actually the embodiment of do a lot with a little. And, you know, I guess that's what I really admire about the Terran race, you know. You can do so much with, like, whatever you want. It's a very flexible race, you know. You can do what you want, where you want, how you want it, pretty much whenever you want, right? And yeah, you can do really crazy things with your army. Just like say, like if you want a chunk of your army to go somewhere and then come back completely fine, you can do that. You know, I'm just kind of jealous as a Protoss player. You know, it's like I don't know, because it feels like you make one mistake at Protoss and you're like, ah, well, all right, now I gotta get lucky blowing his army up with my disruptors, or kinda ducked. I mean, of course, it's not that bad, but definitely I would say the least forgiving race mistake-wise. Anyways, me sucking my own Protoss genitalia aside, Fantasy is still doing what he can to stay in this game. He's down 15 workers still, but he's doing his drops. He's trying to get some damage done where he can. The Marines from Cure very quickly put an end to that nonsense. And hopefully this Banshee can do something, but you know what? You know what's really popular in TVT right now? You know what's a really popular unit? Ravens. Ravens are pretty popular. Yeah. So, it is very doubtful that these Ravens, or rather these Banshees, will be able to find a lot of damage, which is quite unfortunate, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe if he went for a... I think he should have gone for a Liberator out of that Starport, shouldn't he have? That's what it feels like. I don't know. Could have done a lot more damage in that medevac, you know? Especially considering you're down those workers. Anyways, Banshee's gonna come in, start taking on SCVs, Cyclones, what have you. Raven is nowhere to be found. I don't know why he's focusing on... okay, so I guess that's why he's focusing on Marines, because he wanted to respect his camp. But he's actually killing a lot of Marines here. I think like half the Marines ended up dying. The Raven does finally come back home to defend, but yeah, look at that, 12 Marines. I think that's what they were focusing on. Yeah, that was no small feat. Make no mistake. But Cure's macro was just so insane. He already has a 3rd CC morphing to an orbital. Meanwhile, Fantasy is just barely starting to saturate his natural here. Banshee's though gonna come in. He's not going down without a fight. He's gonna pick off a tank. Nice coming out from Fantasy. Good stuff. 3, 4 more SCVs going down. 5. I mean, yeah, lot with a little. Fantasy's doing great. 37 to 44 workers. The gap is closing. There's a lot of Banshees out on the map, and by a lot I mean 2, 3. Whoa, really committing to those Banshees here. But I guess, you know, Banshees are how you're going to win this game as Fantasy. You're not going to win this game by doing nothing, right? But I think Kier knows it too, and now he's starting to patrol the skies with those Vikings, with those Ravens, and that's a pretty secure setup against Banshees. Thankfully, though, Fantasy is going to take the good old Lightning Doesn't Strike Twice approach and hide the Banshee in the exact same spot, hoping Kier doesn't check it out again. Also understands that he has to probably float that bad boy back home. Kier gonna move out across the map as well. He's up a base. He has more army supply. Fantasy is in dire straits. Siege Cheng sieged up in the main is a very curious choice. Banshee gonna run into a missile turret here, but oh no, Fantasy! Ooh, don't do that to me, love of God. And yeah, so this is actually this is either really good timing or really bad timing for Fantasy. He has all of these drops, all of these attacks going on the opposite side of the map. Unfortunately, he is going to go ahead and lose his medevac to that missile turret, but not before getting himself 12 SCVs. Not bad at all, and like I said, this is what you need to be doing. These are the plays you need to be making. This is what you have to be doing with your army. Look, he's down a base. He doesn't even have a 3rd CC yet, but he's doing enough damage. Is he gonna just try and get out of scan range? I think he can. There we go. He's cloaked again. He's gonna force out another scan. Excellent play by Fantasy, taking away that mule money. And okay, see, I thought Fantasy was gonna float that starport back home, but no, he just moved it slightly and then put another add-on on it. I think he thought he made a mistake trying to float it back home, and wanted to get production back going as fast as possible or something. Oh no, he just switched it from a reactor to from a tech up to a reactor. That's why he moved it. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense as much as it can, right? And here's the thing, if Kier finds that reactor, he's gonna be like, he flew it back home. He's just gonna kill the reactor and go home. He's not gonna go looking for another starport. Dude, big brain Fantasy. Oh. High ground big brain Fantasy. Gonna be able to destroy a lot of that army. Ooh. Ooh. Big hurt on Kier. And that's the thing about TBT, you guys. You can't just smash a position. I mean, like, PvP, you can just smash your opponent. ZVZ, you can just kind of smash your opponent. PvT, you can just kind of smash, like, in almost every other matchup, you can just kind of smash your opponent. TBT takes so much to actually smash your opponent. Like, it's definitely still there to some extent, especially with the Ravens interference matrices, as we're seeing right now. For Siege Cheng going down, definitely not great news. But it's a lot harder to just roll over your opponent, right? And that's kind of why I think TBT is currently the best mirror matchup right now. Definitely the most variety too. But good drop here coming in for Fantasy. Enough of my musings aside. Going to be able to kill a decent amount of SCVs here. Actually, is going to fight those Marines and is going to win. Doesn't want to push his luck though. He's going to go ahead and boost on away. Fantasy still on 2 bases. The more Kier contains him, the worse it is for Fantasy. But if he can keep that SCV count low, maybe he can try and minimize the advantage that this 3rd base of Kier is giving him. But there's still going to be the mules, there's still going to be the scans, there's going to be the extra gas income. I mean, there's just so much that's not going to be in his favor. Is Sushi texting me something? I don't know. There we go. I think you can just mute the Koreans here. It's hard to hear. Oh, that was like a while ago. Oh, never mind, we're fine. Okay. Here we go. Microphone is hopefully fine. Guys, if there's any more audio problems, just let me know and I'll do my best to fix them, right? Anyway, let's get back into this game. Fantasy, still 2 bases, very sad. Oh no, and Kier found it. I didn't think that would happen actually. And like I said, I thought it was just gonna be like Kier finds the add-on and like it's like that's it, and then he just runs back home. Unfortunately not. And now he's going to go ahead and take out that starport. Unfortunately, he's going to have to float on back home if he can even make it. More sieging someone down. I mean, Fantasy is definitely looking very sad boy right now. And here we go. Fantasy's gonna go ahead and try and take this on. He sees that there's not that many Marines to defend these tanks, and actually, he's gonna do a great job. All of them go down, and the third CC from Fantasy at the 12-minute mark is gonna land. Cure has an ungodly amount of gas, but can't really spend that right now. And honestly, with all the harassment Fantasy's been doing, I'm not surprised if he can go back. Oh, so good. I'm not going to be surprised if he can actually make this a competitive game. I mean, 3 tanks and 45 Marines is definitely not as good as Cure's army. He has more complexity, he has Ravens, he has Vikings, or at least he's, you know, working on their counts. But yeah, it's definitely looking pretty doable right now from Fantasy. Here we go. Cure's going to go ahead and move on out. This is the last big test of Fantasy, I feel. He's just going to go ahead and jump right on in. 2 interference matrices so on down on those tanks. The superior Marine count is as well is playing a huge role in this, and I think Fantasy may just lose this position. I think he may have tried to establish it too soon, unfortunately, and yeah, 2 medevacs full of Marines, well, not full of Marines, but having some Marines are going to get caught on the opposite side of the map. Fantasy just kind of being sad at the moment. I don't think he's, I think it's kind of he's just kind of absorbing this right now. Definitely a very rough opening. I mean, he saw the 2 Reapers, he saw what was happening, and he still couldn't stop major damage from happening. That's got to be disheartening. I don't know. It just pains me. I don't know what to say, guys. Dips down below 100 supply. He's gonna try and push it back. I think Cure's just running away to be polite at this point. He's like, man, you've been getting dicked on all game. I'm so sorry. Have some, you know, I'll run away for a little bit. But at the end of the day, Cure gets stacked down to business to defeat the Huns. And Team Jin Air Yo takes a 3-0 advantage. You know what that means, guys? Here's what a 3-0 advantage means. I'm going to switch the camera back on my beautiful, freshly salmon consuming things. 3-0 means that Team Busan Man has to revive 1 person. So once they revive that 1 person, that 1 person then has to beat Cure, Maru, Creator, and then either one of those 3 again in order for them to win. And look at that. That is a bleak sight. That is a bleak sight. Those are the looks of some defeated men right there. They're trying to figure it out. They're going to talk it through. They're going to see who has the best chance to destroy Cure. I mean, at this point, it's just getting through Cure. I mean, imagine when Maru comes out. Imagine when Creator comes out. Creator is super underrated. Creator is such a strong Protoss. I mean, I don't see how this is going to be a very possible preposition, but I don't know. They're the pro gamers like me. Maybe they have some master plan. I think Su definitely didn't really get the chance he got to shine. Like Su, if there's one person they want, excuse me. I think if there's one person who can do it, it's Su. Just track record-wise. I mean, obviously he didn't look the strongest in his first game against Cure, but I'm willing to say that that was kind of a fluke. I think sometimes you have those games where just somebody, you know, you just get wrecked, and look at this. There we go. That's my boy. Alright, Chivo Su is going to bring it back home for the win, apparently. He's going to go and sit on down, and he's going to defeat all those nerds on the other side of the table. It's going to be spectacular. I'm going to be here for a couple more hours. It's going to be great. Don't even need any tea. No, I wouldn't mind some. If someone's like bringing some, I wouldn't mind. Latte, Must be stressful to be seen right now. Gotta be honest, I do not envy his position at all. No envy whatsoever. Looks like though we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, possibly. Is looking like what it is so far. Before we get on over to the final match. Gonna have some nice crowd shots here. Look at the guy with red hair guy looking fine. Twizzler hair. You know. I really want to meet someone who has dreadlocks that are dyed red.
Defy convention and challenge expectations. It's what we do.
Oh, English commercial. Okay. Yeah, just so I can call him Twizzler Head. I don't know. It's just kind of this young fantasy thing of mine. Not fantasy as in the Terran player who just kind of got wrecked, but you know, fantasy as in desire. It would be pretty cool. Twizzler Head. Or like, if they just have regular, like, braids and dreadlocks, I guess. Licorice Head, but that's not as good. That's not as good. I know it's not as good. Or maybe like if the guy's name is Rick, Redvine Rick, if he has like red braids. Oh, that'd be so good. Oh, that'd be amazing. Unfortunately, we're not so good, you guys. Oh, company. Oh shoot, what is this? Oh, RNK apparently is probably in the wrong. Oh wait, what am I doing? I wonder what this translates to. It looks like we just got notification from company. Company, which is Africa SC2. So we're just gonna quickly Google Translate that Korean. Which, guys, trust me, I've Google Translated Spanish before, and I've been like, what the schnitzel is this trying to tell me? So, yeah, definitely definitely gotta take this with a grain of salt. But we're gonna see if we can get the theme going. Let's see. Donde está English? Here we go. As his broadcast. Oh, okay. So like, Alpha StarCraft 2's broadcast is ranked #1 in stars with silent viewers by star rating. Probably a good thing, right? Hopefully, yeah. See, it sounds like a good thing. I'm proud of that. I'd like to think the salmon eating and the muted microphone and the constant whining from me played a big role in that. So, might I say, thank you.
To defy convention and challenge expectations.
Back here. I'm gonna see if I can grab a water real quick for you guys. I'll see you in just a moment. I gotta stretch my legs, walk around a little bit, enjoy these amazing Korean commercials.
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations. It's what we do at Intel, powering you to master your potential. Intel, unleash your brilliance.
울트라 기어로 선명하게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations. It's what we do.
I didn't find any water.
Powering you.
I don't keep water in the attic. I just kind of bring a water bottle up with me, but there's no water here, so I guess we'll just starve to death, I guess. Or maybe turn into a sponge. Do sponges drink water?
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations.
No,
it's what we do at Intel.
Do sponges
powering
drink?
you to master your potential.
We're gonna find this out, actually, you guys.
Unleash
I mean, if we're on a commercial break, we might as well learn something. Do sponges drink water? A sponge is the water moves from the water. The oxygen moves from the water into the sponge's cells in a process known as diffusion. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, cool. Well, now we know something, you guys. But do fish drink water?
울트라 기어로 선명하게 이긴다.
Fish drink water.
LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
Fish do absorb water through the skin and gills in a process called osmosis. But saltwater fish need to purposely drink water in order to get enough into their systems. Okay, I still think there's some sort of conspiracy about water drinking going on. So one more thing. Does Cure drink water? No results, you guys. Cure robot confirmed. Alright, looks like we're almost ready to jump back in. I guess we'll just finish off the little driblets I have in here. And we'll get ready for potentially 4 more games. But probably not. But maybe. At least a couple more, right? Sue can take a game off Cure. I feel like if there's anyone who can take a game off Cure, it's Sue.
BJ 멸망전 대회 결승전 대결. 오늘 1세트, 2세트, 3세트 김동수 선수가 따르면서 현재 수가 3대0 올킬 직전입니다. 이제 마지막 대장차는 어윤 선수가 추격했어요.
Okay.
기세가 너무
What's the date?
좋았어요.
17?
이 기세를
16.
말리기가 쉽지 않고 특히나 김도우 선수를 일단 제압을 한다고 하더라도 남아있는
Okay,
선수들이 또 엄청나게 쟁쟁하기 때문에
One more
이제
match.
마지막
Who would have thought Cure would
부활의
just
어윤
steamroll
선수
through everyone?
입장에서
I thought Cure was gonna
부담스러운
beat.
경기가 될 수 있죠.
I honestly thought it was gonna be Sue beats Cure, and then maybe, and then it's honestly a toss up between Sue and Maru. But seeing Maru's performance rate recently, probably Maru beat Cure, and then DRG lose to Maru, and then Fantasy versus Maru. Honestly, Fantasy maybe. Maru's TVT isn't exactly like as good as his other matchups, I feel. And then, you know, from there it's honestly like anyone's guess, but not Cure 3-0. I would definitely say that caught me off guard.
결승전이라서 좀 어려울 수 있겠네요.
정말 이 김도욱 선수 우리 각성한 모습.
Oh, he's wearing Beats headphones or earphones. Not even I'm wearing Beats headphones. I feel kind of less cool now. That's alright. Aren't Beats like only like $10 like headphones, but they cost like $1 million or something like that? I don't know. At least when I spend like $1 million on headphones, it's got some metal to it. It's got some. I guess. It's got some beef, got some sprunk to it. Here we go. What was I gonna do? I was totally gonna do something, but I forgot. Whatever. Let's go ahead and watch Sexy Boy TY do some casting here. Oh, so proud of him. You know, I really like that aesthetic. Like, how did they get this so white? Right? I mean, that's just incredibly white. And then, like, they're wearing, like, cream... But they're wearing, their suits aren't completely white. I think this is the first time in my life I've ever properly understood the difference between white and eggshell. This is the first time, and like creamy eggshell white, because like TY and the other caster guy are wearing eggshell, creamy eggshell suits, whereas the background is just regular white. So, okay. See, StarCraft is an education. StarCraft should be on PBS, honestly, you guys. It's so, it teaches you so much. It teaches you so much. Alright, here we go. I wonder what Sue has in thought. Do you think Sue's gonna cheese? I mean, you know what? We haven't seen in a while. Especially if Sue's not feeling confident, and Cure has already played 3 macro games and absolutely stomped in all 3 of those macro games. He could do a good old-fashioned one-base Roach Ravager bust. You guys remember when that was a thing? It was like, you get 2 gases, you put 2 drones in each of them, you get a spawning pool, you get a Roach Warren, and then you just go. And that was the best. That was just so fun to watch. I'm just a little bit biased. I love watching cheese. I hate it when it happens to me, but I love watching it. Watching it is mwah. Defending against it is mwah. But give and take. Oh, another earthquake. Good job. Good. NASO camera guy. Here we go. Alright, loaded on up into the final map. I totally forget what this map is called. We'll call it World of Sleepers, even though it's not that. Thunderbird? Is this called Thunderbird? I think it is. Bottom right hand position of Thunderbird. It is Cure, the Terranator. And in the top left hand position of Thunderbird, it is Sue. Chivo Sue, the last hope for Team Bosu Man, must win 4 games in a row. Now, whenever a caster says has to win 4 games in a row, it isn't impossible, but it's an uphill battle. I mean, 99% of the time they're trying to say it's impossible, right? But honestly, I've seen a couple of 4-0 comebacks in my days. A lot of casters have seen a couple of 4-0 comebacks in their days. So when we say that it's the whoa. I've lost my train of thought. I just the buck stops there, I guess. No. You know, when casters say, you know, oh, you know, it needs to win 4 games in a row. It's an uphill battle, but it's not impossible. I have seen a couple of times. In fact, you know, it's not a spoiler because it happened so long ago. But I Am Katowice, long time ago, it was Rain versus Hero. This was like old CJ Entis Hero, right? And he, oh look, they see each other. And the face ID. Oh, cool. But yeah, CGNT Zero versus Rain. I remember because it's my favorite series ever. Rain was up 3-0, and then Hero just smash faced him. And like the first game he won, he was like, okay, yeah, I guess the hype is there. Second game was like, oh my god, he's kind of doing good. Third game he won, when he tied it up, it was like, oh my god, there's no way this is happening. And then fourth game when he won, it was kind of a little bit of a dragged out win because it was like over a couple, it was over a couple minutes. But oh man, you guys, it was the most satisfying. It was the best StarCraft series ever, at least for me. At least for me. Like that is my top StarCraft of all time. But I'm open to new things. Maybe Su versus Kira becomes, maybe Jin Ryo versus Boseman becomes my new favorite series. You never know with StarCraft, right? Let's see what Kira's up to. Kira is doing something a little bit different. So no more BC openings right now. He's just gonna go ahead and go for a quick third CC, 1-1-1 with a quick third CC, it seems. So definitely still a very macro-oriented game. Kira, that was weird. Kira's still just playing that very macro-oriented style, but I feel like his ability to play a macro game is definitely stronger than most people give credit for, and I definitely feel like Kira is going to be able to do fantastic things in this game. And at the very least, Su's going to get a run for his money. But Su, there's 2 rich casters there? Oh, I never knew. Anyways, Su is going to be able to do what he wants to this game too now, right? Like, there's not going to be any Hellions across the map. There's not going to be any shenanigans going on. So this time it's going to be absolutely 100% Su. It's going to be a Su game, doing Su things. It's not going to be a lose 20 drones game. It's not going to be a, oh, I can't do anything now game. It's going to be a Su game, and that's what I think is going to be super interesting. Gonna go ahead and turn away from scouting in the main base, though. Understand that he's probably just gonna lose the Overlord if he does. Marine's gonna go Overlord hunting. Hut. Oh, no, guess not. Oh, guess so. Alright, but yeah, a couple more drones going down. Overlord's getting made, of course, to make, compensate. And yeah, just really rocking up in that drone count. It doesn't know that there's no third CC, but I think the distinct lack of most things, like there would be Hellions and Reapers across the map right now, probably gives him some sort of indication that, yeah, probably my opponent is not doing anything crazy. And if he is doing something crazy, then may a million Marines stim me to hell, but probably not doing anything crazy. And it's a gamble that's paid off. 55 drones, 8 more on the way. He's gonna get to pretty much exactly where he wants to be now. And we should be seeing a couple of rounds of army units here pretty soon. Yeah, especially because of these medevacs heading on out now. Kind of, well, yeah, it's going to be kind of a 2-on-1 timing, it seems. And yeah, I think Su knows his timing very well. It's definitely very popular timing, so should be prepared for it. At least you would think so. 5 minutes, 22 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, Su. Stretch your stuff. Making 6 banelings. I don't think they're going to be done in time. Oh no. Okay, I think Su may have messed up a little bit here. He's definitely going to take a lot of damage from these Marines, but actually did not want to stand and fight the Queens. And I guess there's more of a threat of the Queens being able to so quickly just blow up the medevacs. But hey, Kira got some of the creep spread back and away. There's really only one rep he can go up towards, so I don't think that, Su is particularly worried about dying anytime soon. But respreading the creep is definitely a good start. W Evo Chamber and Aspire on the way. Looks like we're going to be seeing some sort of Mutaling Bane from From Su. Kira and Su together is Q. Now you guys know. But yeah. Oh. Poor drone. Pure, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and macro back at home. He's actually going to go for a bio this game. We haven't seen his bio in TVZ so far. So this should be a little bit interesting. 1-1 is going to be finishing much ahead of Su's 1-1. Not much of a surprise there. But, yeah, it seems like Kira's kind of wants to play. This kind of reminds me of like a Heart of the Swarm kind of thing, where you just kind of get up to a couple bases, get your economy going, and then just kind of rally across the map. Because, you know, there's no tanks on the way or anything like that. This is so far a very classical TVZ. The fourth base is under quite a decent amount of siege. Is it going to be able to go up? Great splits go down. Amazing splits, as a matter of fact. Wow. Amazing. And now Sue, unfortunately, is going to lose the base. No, canceled. But, oh, yeah. Quick sad face there from Sue, but he can't really let that wear on him. He has a game to win after all, but... yeah, that was just too much. I think Sue took too long trying to figure out if he wanted to engage that or not, and that gave Cure like a bunch of time just to split his army up. He split it up as a reaction. It was crazy. Team Janario just laughing away at all the misery Cure is causing this poor man. Muta's gonna go and fight on in. They should be able... that's another kill! That's another kill on that hatchery. My god. Poor Sue just grew 600 or 700 minerals down the crapper. My heart goes out to him, it really does, but don't count Sue out just yet. I don't think he has made enough mistakes to lose this game. A couple of his medevacs do end up flying on by. Some free medevacs, unfortunately, will not be in Sue's clutches just yet. And a medevac Widowmine drop is going to be going on down here. Burrowing Claws 2 as well, going to blow up the whole mineral line. 14 drones going on down. Cure is on fire, and it's going to get the burrow off. Oh, he's targeting. He's targeting. Okay, okay. he even tried to get the bannings there, the mad lad. Mutas, of course, will clean that up, but again, I think this is Sue just taking a little bit too much damage. Losing the hatcheries. I think that's been the, like, forget the drone kills. Losing two hatcheries, that's just way too much. Yeah, and now Cure has a very sizable army supply advantage over the Mutaling Bane player. He's probably going to be moving out here sometime soon. He's going to add in a couple of Thors. A little bit of Thor medevac action, going to be able to shoo away those Mutas. A very classic strategy. This is a very classic StarCraft 2 TVZ video, so it's definitely very nice. See some Marauders getting mixed in as well to serve as those Baneling acid shields. Cure just content to macro on up, 4 bases to 4 bases, and Sue's gonna need to pull something crazy out of his hat. Maybe do a bunch of counterattacks. He can't just stay active with his Mutas. That's not gonna keep Cure back at home. He needs to keep Cure back at home. He doesn't need to keep like a Thor back at home. He needs to keep all of Cure away from his side of the map for as long as possible. Up, he's gonna fly right into the army. 1-2 Mutalist going down as well. It's just not Sue's day, and now the army for Cure is on the opposite side of the map. Oh no, guys, bad news bears. Very bad news bears here. +2/+2 is not done for Sue yet. It's gonna be kind of a while actually. Thankfully these rocks are gonna buy him some time to morph in a couple more Banelings. I mean, anything you can get, right? But I don't know. It's gonna take a miracle engagement here. The pre-split is amazing, and here we go. Sue's gonna go and move on, and the Widowmines are gonna burrow as well. The splits are just loco. And I think Sue's army is gonna go ahead and get cleaned up on the ground. There's still a pretty sizable force for Q left over from that engagement. There are a lot of Mutalisks here though. Lots and lots of Mutalisks. Gonna go ahead and pick off some of the reinforcements if you can. And I don't think Cure is comfortable enough to stay on that side of the map. Maybe he could have gotten that. Thor, Sue just kind of playing it safe there. Doesn't want to lose much more of his Mutalisks, and he's actually going up to a very high Mutalist count, 18 at the moment. Actually going to get a little bit more. Kind of reminds me of how Scarlet used to just get a billion bajillion Mutas in Heart of the Swarm and just kind of go. Has to be careful of the Widowmines on the Widowmines now. I mean, we all know that those sneaky Terrans, they put 1 or 2 Widowmines in the most random ass places, maybe a Marine on top of them, and boom, 18 Mutalisks down the crapper, right? But Sue is being very cautious with his Mutalisks. He's definitely babysitting those. He knows that those are keeping him in this game right now. The 3-3 is halfway done. I don't think Cure... well, he's gonna move out right now. He's actually moving out right now. Sue may be able to take a fight without 3-3, and I think if he does that, then that's pretty much the way he's gonna be able to get back into this game, is take a good engagement before 3-3. Maybe something's there. Here we go. A couple of Marines step on forward, gonna get killed. couple of links to bait out the Widowmines. Good on Burrow there from Cure. But there's a lot of Banes in this army, as a matter of fact. A nice drop in the main base at the same time. Here we go. He's going to go ahead and collapse on the army. Can Su hold? A good pickoff there, and yes, a beautiful defense there from Su. Going to be able to hold everything off. Unfortunately, the main base is under siege. There's not much to defend. The spawning pool is going to go down. Su making as many lings as it can before it does. And that is a big, big pickoff. No more army units for Su. Well, except for Mutas, and Banelings. But except for Mutas and Banes, no more things for Su, which is actually really bad when you need to make a bunch of lings and a bunch of... You need to make a bunch of lings really fast, right? Meanwhile, another counterattack coming over here for Cure on this side, on this base. The Widowmine, whoa! Huge hits coming down on the lings, and those are lings that cannot be replaced. Look at Su's mineral bank just rocketing up there. He can't spend that. There's no spawning pool. And now I think Cure may have found a chink in the already damaged armor of Su. I mean, all he can do is morph in Banelings, and look at that. Look at that. The sneaky Widowmine with 11 kills. Coincidentally, 11 drones died. So that drone... Okay, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Did that Widowmine kill 11 drones? I think it did, and I think it's not done. Here he goes, gonna get 3 more. Look at this. Wow, 14 drones. Su is just being pushed to the limit here, and Cure is not turning around for these Mutilas. He is standing, he is fighting, he is killing the bases of Su, and I think at this point 193 armies, or 190 supply to 133. It's too much! GG is called, and the craziest result I don't think anybody would have expected has just resulted. Look at this. Cure comes in, 4-0s everyone. High five from Maru, high five from Crater, and that is it. The money goes to Team Jin Air. Yo, folks, we have our winner. Oh my god. Look at how sad. Well, okay, well, they're not super sad. I mean, they're more just like smiling in disbelief and mild discontent right now. But man, that is a rough way to go. 4-0. 4-0 from Cure. Unbelievable. Here we go. Parker's going to go ahead and get ready for an interview here, but I don't think our players are... I think half of our players are in a very talking mood. Half of our players are in a... My opponent did very good. Let me go home kind of mood. This is sad. But honestly, an amazing performance from Cure. Honestly, if you're watching out for this guy, did you see what he did? Did you see the horrible things done to that man? Jeez. Alright, I can understand the interview, and they do not have any subtitles for that, so to speak. But yeah, GG to our winners, a great league, great performance from all of our players, and last match success. I hope it happens again next year. This was a ton of fun. Hopefully we can get season 1 up and going ASAP. By the time 2020 rolls around, that would be fantastic. Now, I mean, pretty much you don't need me for the interview, right, guys? Cure just talking mad smack about how he dumpstered these nerds and then keyed in that dumpster and then put that dumpster in another dumpster, then mailed that dumpster to himself, and when it arrived, he put that dumpster in another dumpster. Just dumpsters on dumpsters on dumpsters. But everyone played pretty well. I'm not trying to diss anyone. Everyone did great. And
오늘 좀 여기서 김도욱 선수의 이제 어떤 점이 또 우승을 만들었다고 생각하세요?
솔직히 오기 전에는 긴가민가.
I wonder what Maru could be contributing to this conversation. He's played no games, done no nothing, but I think he's just like making comments on like how Cure played and stuff like that. That seems like the most reasonable thing to me. But yeah, definitely my heart goes out to these guys. Team Bosuman goes down 4-0 to Team Jin Aereo, who are going to be taking home the grand prize, because this is, spoiler alert, the grand finals. I will sit closer to the microphone as to not make this a living hell for you audio people out there. Here we go. Quick scooch back up. And I think that should just about do it for our stream. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning on in. We definitely really appreciate it here at Alpha X. I know it's kind of weird to see me, and then me too, and then me too, and then like half of the screen is obscured, but kind of got to do it this way, trust me, for good reasons. Thank you so much for tuning on in. I am Spagaro. I hope I've been a good host for you today on the BJ Destruction League English stream. If you definitely liked what you saw today, I mean, you can go ahead and give us a star, a follow, a like. There's so many things you can do in Africa. I don't even know them, but I'm pretty sure you guys do. So go ahead, do something, press one of the buttons, and probably do a good thing for us. We definitely would very much appreciate that. Thank you to all the fans for watching, for making this great sport possible, for making these community casts possible. If you do have the time, we do have Zest versus one of our very own Alpha X members, Astrea. That's going to be happening over on Twitch, over on twitch.tv/AlphaX StarCraft 2. So if you guys want to hop on over there, we also got some more StarCraft. If you are just not full of community StarCraft just yet and you just need more, if not, go make some fish like I did and have yourselves a blessed night, guys. Let's quickly minimize this so we can time the outro correctly. I always suck at this, I really do. The trick is, let me refresh, because as soon as you click stop streaming on Africa, it stops streaming everything, it discards the delay, it does whatever, so it's gonna take a little bit of timing. But let me see, I think I got this down to a science. Ready, guys? Thank you so much, y'all have a good night. 3, 2, 1.
네, 오늘은 패배를 했습니다만 다음에 이기면 되잖아요. 오늘 부산에서 준우승 기록이 생겼어요. 네, 이 시사 무대에서 함께 해주셨는데 어떠셨는지 이번 멸망전?